Namaste. This is an untold legacy of the Indian woman who is the great legendary to remember the history campaign of women who shaped India, especially India's various feminist movements. She is none other than Beena Das. Yes, Beena Das was born on 24th August 1911 in Krishna Nagar. Beena Das family comprised of revolutionaries of one kind or the other. Beena Das' mother, Sarala Devi, established a hostel dedicated to freedom struggle. Beena Das' father, Beni Madhav Das, was a well-known Brahmo teacher. Beena's older sister, Kalyani Das, was also a freedom fighter by herself. Beena Das cultivated a sense of political rightness independently by joining Chatri Sangha, Women Students Association. Upon the completion of secondary school education, Chatri Sangha played a role of equipping women who were dedicated to the cause of India's independence with skill to become revolutionary figures. It arranged studies group through which the women were taught everything, Lati and sword play to cycling and motor driving. On 6th of February in 1932, Beena Das walked into the convocation hall of her sacred alma mater with 5 bullets loaded onto a revolver hidden under her skirt. She was prepared to assassinate the Bengal government Stanley Jackson. Beena came close to the stage where Stanley Jackson was delivered his speech. Beena Das shot 2 bullets. The Vice Chancellor Stanley led to shield him by overpowering Beena. Stanley was unarmed and the attempt was unsuccessful. For being responsible for this incident, Beena Das was sentenced to 9 years in federal imprisonment. It is hard to imagine how a failed attempt at assassinating a member of British Raj by a fragile-looking 21 years old woman could play such a profound role in the expensive struggle to free India. I believe that gravity of Beena Das' revolutionary impact lies in the statement she provided the Calcutta High Court after the attempt assassination. Even though she stood in front of the Calicut High Court awaiting their judgment, it was God's judgment that she truly awaited, according to her statement. Her religious beliefs and morality were strongly tied to her desire for political freedom. She noted with resentment that the Christian spirit of freedom was not being embodied by the British system, as evidenced by the main instances of cruelty and inhuman treatment that defined the British Raj. Beena was so deeply affected by the tyranny and lack of political freedom that she was ready to lay down her life just to contribute to the country's liberation struggle. In a statement, Beena made an interesting distinction between Stanley Jackson as a person and Stanley Jackson as a governor. Her grudge was never personal, and she claimed she would have opened fire on any person who stood on the podium and held the title of Governor of Bengal. Her action was a symbol of protest against the British colonial system, which has kept enslaved 300 millions of my countrymen and countrywomen. Beena continued her activism after her 9 years sentencing until independence in 1947. In 1960, she received the Padma Shri Award for social work, a grave misnomer one might say. After the death of her husband, a fellow freedom fighter, she retreated from public scrutiny to Rishikesh. She had spent her life refusing every pension payment that government provided to freedom fighters. She died in solitude and anonymity, but her contribution to the struggle for Indian independence will be always remembered. Hopefully, she will be granted her space in mainstream narratives of the freedom struggle and in the history books. Thank you. Jai Hind.